how to build an email list from YouTube. So we're going to talk about the specifics. We're going to talk about how I did it, how I monetized this channel in less than a year, how you can do it. So get a pen and paper. So the three things specifically we're going to talk about is the YouTube content formula. Like, what is it that you do to actually get a lot of traction and get subscribers and actually watch time? Number two, let's talk about the automation. How does it actually really work? Here's a hint. Followers will never pay your bills. Leads and customers do. Big distinction. A lot of you don't know that or live by that. Number three, what's the follow-up? What's the fulfillment? And we're going to give you some real examples. And I want you to go back into my channel to see what we're doing, because we've been doing this now for almost a year and a half, going on 2 years, and monetizing the channel nicely, I would say. So, and a lot of you, you're out here just chitty chatting because you want to be an influencer, and money is not in your goal. I mean, I don't get up to do this because I need just an email list. I need a monetized email list. So let's begin. What is the content structure and formula for how do you do YouTube? So the YouTube content formula, number one, you got to be consistent. We're here 5 days a week, right? Anywhere between 8 to 12 minutes. You notice there's a whole structure to what we're doing. Additionally, we help you create playlists. We keep our search bar active. We make sure that the links are all working. So we have a team that actually follows through with all the engagement. You can also do YouTube commercials. You can do ads. You can do YouTube shorts. You can do YouTube lives. We do a little bit of all of that. You'll see more and more of that coming from us. It's the consistency. It's the engagement that is absolutely imperative. Now, once you have some sort of a strategy in place on what you want to do with YouTube, and we started just doing 5 days a week consistently, then we added some lives, and then we started doing shorts. And I think a lot of you have seen shorts are actually creating a lot more traction. At some point, once you have enough followers, subscribers, and watch time, you can actually create some monetization of that. That's a whole different video. We're talking about how to get the email list. So the next part, the automation, is probably the most critical. Is a lot of you, and it's fascinating to me, how many influencers have just followers? They have no database, they have no links, we don't go anywhere, there's no calls to action. They're just got 1 million people that follow them. It's like, well, for what? What are you following them to do? So if you really watch through our structure, I have you go to the comment section to put in other topics that you would like. I have you go to, say, askloral.com. That takes you out of following, moves you into my database. So I want you to notice the different campaigns. There are people who do it really well out here on YouTube. There's people who are just, interestingly, in my opinion, wasting time, getting a lot of followers, but they're not monetizing enough and they're not following it through to their database. Inside your database, you control all of the data. You can control whether they watch videos, if they open emails, if they open text. You can actually direct them somewhere else. You can do surveys. You are now in control of monetizing the automation inside your structure. So about a year ago, our team got together and we said, let's just do this for people, because we've been very successful, especially in the transition of me being on stages. Prior to March 2020, I was on stages 3-4 days a week. I was gone all the time. It was just a total road warrior most of my career. So COVID brought us home, and I'm not going back out. I'll go back out for very, very select events, mostly only ones that I'm an owner of, is really where I've been out speaking. If I own part of the company, otherwise, I'm doing it here. And it works because we're doing content and automation. So what we're offering you is the same structure. Now you have to bring the content, just like I have to deliver this content. But then we have the teams that actually can do the posts, that actually can move you from followers into subscribers. You're going to start with your phone as your first database. And then we're going to take the best of my campaigns. You're going to put your content in, and it's called Rapid Marketing System. So we can easily get you up and rapidly getting you an automation straight out of YouTube and any other social channel or networking channel summit that you're involved in. You could also create an affiliate process where we make a ton of money on affiliates through that automation. So the automation is comprehensive. It does marketing, it takes your sales notes, it does campaign structures, it does all your autoresponders for emails and for text. So it creates a lot more stickability than just some systems who just have really autoresponder emails, and who cares? So emails, phone numbers, and names, and how long and how stickable they are in your database is what's going to create high value. It's probably the best asset a lot of you will ever build. So for the automation, if you're interested in us doing it for you, it's only $1,500 a month. You go to Ask RMS, which stands for AskRapidMarketingSystems.com, and ask a question, make a request. set up an appointment for $1,500 a month. I can promise you no one's even going to put their hands on a keyboard. You could go to Upworks or any of the other temporary sites for even a PA, and for them to get your landing page, your graphics, your videos, the content, the campaigns, all in a structure, they're going to charge you $3,000 to $5,000, if not $10,000. I know, because I paid those amounts before. Why are we doing this for you for $1,500 a month? Because you need it. You need to be lead generating. You need moving your followers and monetizing them into a database so you actually can build an email list that actually, I mean, I've had an email now for 25, almost 30 years. I've had emails most of my career and been able to not only email, but also text them. So to learn more, I want you to subscribe to the channel. Just stay right here, click the notification button, watch it every day. I have topics every day. If there's not one out here that you really want to listen to, put it in the comments section. If there's a topic you want to just consume, then go look at the playlist and see, just consume the playlist. Any of you that really want to binge and watch a lot, if you give me 25 hours of view time, I will let you credit $750 towards any program, mentoring, or any coaching help that you would like with us, because we'd love to help you and get you up and running quickly and monetizing. Now, I do want to speak to those of you who are not ready for YouTube, right? I would start on Instagram, TikTok, a few other channels, and then slowly build up over here on YouTube. It's content. You have to have an enormous breadth of content. You don't want to repeat yourself every day. You do want to be creative. So you can be creative in thumbnails, you can be creative in different areas, but the creativity will also create some stickability. We do surveys out here. You'll see us as we continue this year. We'll do some commercials inside. We're already doing lives and shorts, and ads is a whole nother structure and content structure to helping build your email list, but then you're paying for that traffic. Last thing I want to talk about is your follow-up and your fulfillment. Make sure you are consistent. So don't go weeks and weeks without engaging and following up with your people. We have people every day assigned to our follow-up and our channel. Make sure your links work. Like, send them to a call to action. Like I've just sent you to either Ask RMS for the Rapid Marketing System. I've also sent you to Ask Loral to ask any question. Follow along. See where you're going to go. See where I take you. If you go back to prior videos, I'll send you out for some free tickets to maybe one of my events. I might give you a discount for something. I might give you a Christmas special. So notice the follow-up and the engagement. There's always a creativity to having you come back, be here. When I launched my book last year, 2022, huge engagement here on my YouTube channel with our Make Your Kids Millionaires book. By the way, because of all of you, and thank you for your viewership, we became the 2022 Personal Finance Book of the Year. So a lot you can do on one channel to not only get emails, but then let's monetize. Let me help you become a millionaire. You can do it through YouTube. Talk tomorrow.